Good morning, everyone. It's Jen here from Tarot Spirit, having some coffee. My son made this mug. Isn't it cute? So I splurged and got some new tarot decks that I've wanted for a while. I got the Druid Craft, which I love because look at how big, you probably can't tell how big these cards are. I love big cards. I got the Crystal Visions, where is it? I don't know where it is. And then I got the Pagan Tarot who's this by? Gina M. And it's interesting. You'll see, I'm going to use it today. They have sort of modern images woven into the cards. So I think, what do I feel like doing today? I think I'm going to do categories. And so we'll start with, I think I might switch them up. We'll start with overall, like your home life, your out of work life here. We'll do love and relationships, work, and then some outcome cards. Okay, so home life, out of work. Let's see. Ooh, we got the World. So this card has been coming up a lot lately. And here's a random aside, but I never ever occurred to me to trim my tarot cards. But London Jador, have you ever seen her channel? If not, you need to go to it. She's on a vacation right now, but she does. She has a little tutorial about how to trim your tarot cards, and she trimmed, I think it was this deck, and it looked so amazing. And I think I may do it because it just looked better without the borders. It really did. And it's trimming the deck. I don't know. It gives me kind of weird feeling, but it does. I think the cards just speak to you more. The border is distracting, and I never noticed it until I saw cards without it. But okay, sorry, random aside. We miss you, London. Come back whenever you want to, but we miss you. So the World's an interesting card. The thing I love about tarot is that I've been reading tarot cards for like 25 years, but I still keep coming up with new thoughts and interpretations and way I view the cards. And I've really come to view the World, it's as more of an ending card, and not in a negative way. It's a really great positive card. It means but it means the completion of a cycle. So it's very gratifying, yet it's also is an ending and a new beginning, kind of all at the same time. And I think that's symbolized by the the circular pattern on this card. You can see in this version there are the 4 elements in each of the corner. Even though I put the Fool at the end of the major arcana, you have all the elements here. The person's gone through the major arcana, and they're ready to now be the Fool in the way I read the Fool card. So I really think this is just something at home. And remember, even though it's a major arcana, so it can be something that sort of shifts your life in somehow. It doesn't have to be something huge like you're moving. But it could be. It could be, you're moving, something is changing in your home, someone's coming or going. Um, someone could be moving out, like a child or something. It doesn't have to mean the breakup of a marriage or anything. But something has come to an end and is going to sort of move on to a new phase. Let's see what the next card is. So the next card is the Seven of Wands. This deck is very interesting because it mixes modern imagery into the cards. So the Seven of Wands is a card about defending yourself. I have to look at it for a second because I got them just a couple days ago and all I've been doing is shuffling. So the Seven of Wands comes up when you're either being defensive or you need to defend yourself. The imagery on this card doesn't give it a clear, it looks more like, it just looks like he's sort of correcting her work maybe, or pointing something out. So it's, I struggle with this to this day when someone, you take it as, when you're criticizing someone and you don't even think that you're criticizing someone, you don't think it's a big deal, but to the person you're talking to, it's a big deal. And it's so hard. It's just so hard to tactfully help someone without being critical and without them taking it the wrong way. Sometimes no matter how you say it, they can take it the wrong way. I know that I am insensitive. Being a Sagittarius, I'm very blunt and to the point that I am insensitive talking to other people, yet very sensitive when someone corrects me. And it's so hard in relationships. I'm thinking of the home life. And even with my son, I know I don't do a very good job. Just this week at work, I had to write my self-evaluation, and I'm not going to get into the whole story, but I called on a couple people that I respect and trust and asked their advice because I had to walk a very fine line during my self-evaluation. And I got some really good advice. So sometimes you need to ask for criticism. And let go of the reaction to be defensive and try to be open to it. God, that's hard. So relationships. Ooh, woohoo! With the Prince of Wands. So this must be the Knight. Passion. What do I call this? My honeymoon card. I've decided to name this my honeymoon card because it's that feeling of the honeymoon period of anything. If you start a new relationship or a new project or a new job, anything, it's always so exciting at the beginning, right? You have all this passion and it's all consuming. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. Okay, I want to see what the other card is. It's funny, I just saw this card last night. Doesn't it look like he's looking at that guy's checking out her ass? Oh, it's funny. These cards are fun. The Nine of Cups. Wow. Well, someone out there is happy. Someone's in the honeymoon part of a relationship or is going to meet someone. So this is also the wish card. So I think this old guy wishes he could have this cute young lady. That's his wish. Oh, this card's so funny. Wow. So as far as relationships are concerned, these two together, for some of you out there, sorry. Yeah, someone's going to come in and sweep you off your feet. That's great. Woo. Or some creepy store owner is going to be checking you out behind your back. Oh, that's funny. I love that. Okay, so let's keep, so work. I'm interested to see what this is. So, I have to do my Roman numeral math. So, temperance. Beautiful card. Yep, balance, balance. Try to maintain balance. Try to maintain emotions at work are not ever okay. No one likes drama at work. You have to try to keep your emotions in check. It's tough when there's stress going on. Really tough. Be careful who you vent to. I vented last week, actually, to someone I wasn't sure I really should have vented to. I mean, I thought it was okay, but looking, back, I was like, that probably wasn't the smartest thing. And then I saw them this week and I said, oh, I'm over my temper tantrum. And he said, well, I'm having one today. So that was nice that, he said that. And I was like, okay, he is an accepting, good person to vent to. So just be mindful if you do get out of balance, that you sort of you just don't go around complaining and bitching to everyone and just being dramatic at work. If you have like one friend that doesn't even work with you in the same area that you can vent to, or like one trip, but just be careful. Oh, wow. Temperance. We have to be really careful next week to be balanced. I'm just going to look at the card because these are new to me. So when things get stressful at work, and things have been very stressful for me, actually, my mind starts to race. In this card, it looks like she's got a lot, she has a lot on her desk. She's multitasking. So doing things, like making lists, and I start to jump around and jump from one thing to another without finishing it. And it's embarrassing, but I literally say, nope, stop, slow down. And I just start plugging away at my list, and I make sure I mean, of course, sometimes emails come in or the phone rings, but I make sure I finish one thing, then I go on to the next, and I just plug away and do the best I can. And that really helps to keep me calm, because working sort of frazzled like that, jumping from one thing to another and not finishing anything, sort of heightens imbalance and makes me more uneasy. But if I can just focus on one thing and start going, make a list, sort of prioritize, maybe get a few little things out of the way, and then tackle a big project, whatever needs to be. I had a bunch of deadlines due all at the same time, and all of my workload, half of my workload got shifted, and I got all this brand new work, and it was just frazzled. I was frazzled, but I did finish it. And I did that by not allowing myself to just be all over the place. Wow. So I kind of want to think about that. This card is beautiful. Look at that. This is the Druid craft. They also make the Wildwood Tarot that I like quite a bit as well. Beautiful. Let me see. Who is this by, just so I can tell you. And I'll use my crystal visions next time. Okay. Sorry, I'm babbling this morning. Ooh, and coming up, the Sun. Wow. Holy smokes. The 10 of Cups. Even though it's just the way I laid out the cards, I just really feel like emotionally in our relationships, this line here with the Knight of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the Sun, and the 10 of Cups is just really speaking to me. Okay. See, I start to get scattered and want to jump around too, but I'm like, no, I'm doing the outcome cards, then I'll come back and look at the other cards. The Sun, enlightenment, warmth, realization, contentedness, happiness. Illumination. The Sun is just an extremely positive card. It's a very good omen to have on the table. You're going to be seeing things in a much brighter light by the end of the week. It warms up all the cards around it. And they're already good cards. The baby's just kind of randomly on the ground there with the dog. It's funny. So the 10 of Cups is the happy family card. It's one of just mutual support, emotional support. It's just, again, it's just another, it's almost hard to say stuff, to speak a lot about like the 9 of Cups, the Sun, the 10 of Cups. They're just incredibly emotionally wonderful, good feeling cards. I did hear someone say recently, which was very interesting about this card, just to remember that the perfect happy family doesn't exist. And I liked that. It's such a positive card. I don't even like to say, it's something negative, but just remember everyone's idea of the happy family and the reality of the happy family is different. And whatever, and to just try to be accepting and realistic about what that actually is. And everyone's idea of family and family is going to be different. And as long as you feel supported, then it's fine. Then that's your happy family. So no trying to keep up with the Joneses. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I think we just need to try to be careful at home, dealing with the people that we bring into our home, just not being too defensive and not making people defensive by the way we deliver suggestions. Relationships, I let me know. I feel like something's going to start. I think it's been coming for a while, but I feel like maybe it's starting next week. So for those of you who are single, or maybe your relationship is, if you're in a relationship, is going to go to the next level or something, I would love to hear about it. And balance. Oh my gosh, we got our double message down here. Balance, balance, balance. I'm doing, hey sweetie, Jacob, I'm doing my reading. Just one sec, please. Did I say that without making him defensive? So part of me is feeling like making sure that not just that you're balanced at work, but you don't let what's going on at work flow to the rest of your life. Like try, even if work is stressful, try to leave work. When you leave work at work. And make sure what's going on at work doesn't spill over, and that, it's your energy and time and worry is balanced. Like you just don't let it contaminate the rest of your life, because boy, it's going to be fantastic. The other thing with temperance, with this amazing energy in the relationship sector, is not to let this become all consuming either, because this is extremely wonderful energy, but it can be you can get sort of carried away. And no, you don't want to, detract from, this amazing, passionate energy, but balance. We have 2 temperance cards out here, balance. It's going to be a really interesting week. Again, I would love to hear how this plays out for you, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining me. My website is up and running. If you wanted a personal reading with me, I love doing them, and I would be happy to do one for you. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.